How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is Dominic Minchella. I am the Kansas City Chiefs beat writer on SI and the host of the Kansas City Chiefs Insider Podcast. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. Really do appreciate it. Today, we're going to be covering the 2028 Summer Olympics and the possibility of several current Chiefs and or guys that who aren't even on the Chiefs roster who could represent Team USA in flag football, since that was announced to allowed to be NFL players are allowed to participate or at least try out. Now, there's been some stir going around the topic or the idea of NFL players playing in flag football to represent Team USA. One, I think it's really, really important and impressive and a huge opportunity that I don't think that these players, NFL players, Chiefs players, any player in the National Football League should take for granted. This is a huge opportunity that comes once in a lifetime for several athletes in the world of 7 billion people or more. Only a select few are able to, represent and take this an athlete's position representing your team with pride. So I commend the National Football League to allowing all of their players the chance to play in flag football. But there's been some drama that's gone around with the Team USA already. The current quarterback, Darnell Duchette. He believes, though, that it's a sport that he's been playing for a long time, and he doesn't feel like he needs other guys. He doesn't want the other guys to come, uh, maybe take his spot, so to say. But you might be saying, "Oh, like this, that's fine. He's just been doing it all along. How does this relate to Kansas City?" Well, I'll tell you, because a little while ago, he told TMZ that he believes that he would be better than Patrick Mahomes at flag football. And this is his quote. He said, "I'm not hiding from the competition. None of my teammates nor anybody else in the flag football world are hiding from the competition. But the at the end of the day, I feel like I'm better than Patrick Mahomes because of my IQ of the game," which is a bold claim, given that Patrick Mahomes is one of the best, if not the best quarterback going in the National Football League right now, and might be the best quarterback on the planet. It is a very real possibility, though, that Patrick Mahomes will be in the 2028 Olympics representing Team USA. Here are some other Chiefs that I believe have an opportunity to do that. Obviously, we're going to put Patrick Mahomes to the side. I think that even if we weren't going to be covering Kansas City, I think that it's a shoe-in for competitors, regardless of, the difference between American football to flag football. So I think a big competitor that would be very intriguing to see down the line would be Jalen Royals, newly drafted Chiefs wide receiver. And I think that this one kind of is a little bit self-explanatory. He's young. The 2028 season or the 2028 Summer Olympics are still 3 years away. He just got drafted into the NFL. He's got a lot to learn at this pro level. And if he does successfully, I can see him as a key asset to wanting to join Team USA. He's got the speed, he's got the ability, he's going to be learning alongside one of the best offensive coordinators and head coaches that the NFL has to offer, as well as, the likes of Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce. They're all going to be teaching and molding in the art of receiving and how to be evasive and elusive on the football field. I think that his speed and the fact that Father Time currently is on his side, he's a key guy to keep an eye on, maybe as an underground guy right now, because we haven't necessarily seen what he can do or provide to the Chiefs yet to a full season, but he's got the assets. Another player that has come out and said, who kind of like hinted at it, is Travis Kelce. Wouldn't that be something, right? There's been, rumors and like tidbits here and there. It's like, well, maybe Tom Brady is going to come out of retirement, the greatest of all time at the quarterback position. Maybe he's going to come out of retirement to help represent Team USA come 2028. Kelsey would be in the same boat, right? He's a guy who is on the back end of his career. He's got an expiring contract at this season with Kansas City, or after this season with Kansas City. And he's just one of those guys where it's like, if he can maintain his body enough to where he doesn't have to take hit after hit and countless snaps through a grueling 18-week season. And for the Kansas City Chiefs, it's not always 18 weeks. We've seen them play multiple playoff games. It takes a toll on the body. I do think that there is a possibility that, Travis Kelce was going to want to play. He's recently stated on his New Heights podcast, along with Jason Kelce, that, he's interested in, or so to seem interested, he wants to dedicate or learn the skills to the game. So he said, as well as he chimed off to those comments that Team USA's quarterback made earlier that I stated earlier. There's no gatekeeping. And I think Travis Kelce, if he believes that he's still one of the best tight ends to do it at the time come 2028, I can see him giving it a shot to try and, represent, especially if there's a multitude of Kansas City Chiefs on that roster. I think that he's a guy that could be, on an option. On the defensive side, I think that, the speedier guys, Nick Bolton is a good option. Jaden Hicks is a good option. Brian Cook is a good option. Those are just three off the top of the dome. Talking about speed and all that. Trent McDuffie, because he can't tackle. It's easier, I think, to come up with guys or think of guys who are on the offensive side for flag football, because you want to see the offense in flag football. It's very stop and go with the abruptness of pulling someone's flag. You can't tackle. I think those are some guys to keep an eye on, but there are so many talented guys in the National Football League that it's almost like a draft pool. If you think about it, these young players, current players, or the guys in their prime are going to keep on developing into 2028 to where if they're allowed to, and a Team USA has some of their players as well, jockeying for position. It's a draft pool, so to say. It's almost like an experience that if the NFL said, we're going to wipe everyone clean and they're all going to become free agents and we're going to start a new NFL draft, but only a certain amount of people are able to play, that's really enticing to me. I want to see how many players from each team are going to get selected to represent the United States of America in the 2028 Summer Olympics. I think it's a really keen idea, but for the fact that it's still 3 years away, it's hard to pinpoint players who are going to be quote unquote shoo-ins. But those are a handful of Kansas City Chiefs who I think have the biggest chance of getting into this illustrious category of playing and fighting flag football rules to hoist up, a gold medal. That being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. More from OTAs and all that will come out throughout the day, tomorrow or today as well. You can follow me on X at Dom Minchella. I post and repost most of the stories and all of the stories from our Kansas City Chiefs on SI page, which you can also follow on X at KC Chiefs on SI. As we can continue getting closer and closer to the 2025 NFL campaign, I'm excited to keep on covering this with you guys. That being said, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, be kind to one another. I'll see you.